what you folks thought of that, but for me, sitting on top of that carriage, looking at about roughly, they say, 8,000 people, perhaps, on the streets of Russell. Oh my, that's incredible. Kidding me?
What does it mean to be here today?
Oh, it means everything to me. This is where I was born and raised, and this is where, you know, you spend your formative years. And I think a lot of the attributes and things that I learned here as far as work ethic and determination and so on, they were forged here in Russell as a youngster. And Russell has a huge part of this medal. And it's such an honor to be able to bring it home and share it with the town and the community and the surrounding area, obviously.
This is where the Olympic dream began. Was it like coming full circle, bringing it back?
Yeah, before we got going on the parade, you can see through the bush the water tower was sitting there, just blue as it could be, and that is exactly where my sliding career began, was on the Tower Hill. So yeah, it was sort of pretty symbolic of the whole dream.
Yourself personally, how much hard work went into this to be able to bring this medal back?
Well, for sure. I mean, on my part, like any athlete and like any undertaking, when you set goals, it's going to take a lot of hard work, determination, blood, sweat, and tears to get it done. And I did my part, and as did everybody else behind me, because you don't win Olympic gold medals by yourself. There is a huge support team. It's like an iceberg, you know. I'm the tip of the iceberg. I'm what you see. I'm the fella that was getting it done on the sled. But beneath me, supporting me, there's a massive support there, and that goes all the way across Canada, and that's the broad base for sure. Oh, there's so many people that you see that obviously are a significant part of your life standing there, and so many people that you don't know. But the whole parade was just, I mean, I'd like to be able to find words. I'm not that articulate, perhaps. I don't have any that will do it justice, so perhaps I'll learn some in my adventures here. Well, we're going over to the hall in my immediate future, and I'm sure there'll be some food and some celebration over there. Beyond that, I'm going to try to get organized and try to get my head wrapped around this. I mean, I'm sitting here looking back at camera lenses and microphones and people in a media scrum. I mean, that's nothing I'm familiar with, so we're going to get our brains wrapped around that, how to do it well, and try to get organized.
We're always here at Russell. What are you talking about? Being one of the role models for this business here in this city.
Well, I think it's a role that I will graciously accept. I know what it was like for me to be a youngster and to be influenced by the likes of Theron Fleury. I mean, in '89 when he came home here after having won a Stanley Cup, for somebody like myself who was arguably a pipsqueak and a runt, to be able to look up to, or not have to look up that far to Theron, was a great thing, because you know, he was small in stature, but he had the biggest heart and an amazing talent. And I would like to be able to give back and hopefully inspire some folks like he did for me, and that would be very rewarding.
Your mom said sport reined you in, or you would have been a crazy kid in the prairies. How true is that?
Well, I think sport had a big impact on at least making me somewhat manageable, because perhaps without a viable outlet to release some energy, I might have been a little bit more unruly, and that wouldn't have been good for anybody.
Did you get a sense of what the Olympics were taking on more than sport in this country as they swept the nation?
Well, being in that bubble in Vancouver Whistler, you don't really get an appreciation for what it meant to the rest of Canada. I think I'm beginning to realize what this collective experience meant to the nation after having left Vancouver and Whistler, because obviously the energy and the vibe in those two places was epic. I mean, it was bubbling over. But once you leave and realize that the rest of the country was so vested in these games, and I've had people tell me that now their kids are singing "O Canada" in class, and to be a part of that experience and to be a part of that Canadian contingent that helped Canadians feel this pride that we should undoubtedly have is something that I'll be able to cherish for the rest of my life.